as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
95.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down. Now it's Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burke. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky punt.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dumps it off to Mixon. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jaron Reed in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will make our score 9-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 51, check 51. Bang out, bang out. Bam, bam.
And here's Wilson to throw again. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
95.
On 3rd down, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Burke. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make, but they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Escaping and with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he knocks it through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Burke. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw to Mixon on the check down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Hot!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jarran Reed in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
19. 14, front it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding and a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Right. Zebra.
Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He lets it fly. This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw again is Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And, oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Shakes off the sack. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. And the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney! Detroit! They're not ready for this. Gun!
They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. K.J. Wright in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. K.J. Wright. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Whoosh. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check safety. Good, 4 down.
From the shotgun, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Burke, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now here's Michael. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
And that's the way to start a drive, and that's the way to continue a drive. Back-to-back, nice chunk plays. And if you're the offensive coordinator in your chess match with the defensive guy, you're thinking maybe you put him in a spot where he's got to load up against the run because that last one was a really nice play. What are you going to do now? Do you go ahead and play into it, continue to run the ball, play action, try and hit him over the top? You've got to feel like you have the advantage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Howard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this game, has got to be priority 1.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, we got 3 down. Right there, 54, right there.
Here's Mixon, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check 50, check 50.
To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Burke. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Spread left, spread left. Bang out, bang out, bang, bang, bang out, bang out, bang, bang.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he falls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Now they'll throw here out of the gun toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Evans in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second down, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
18. 14.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 36 yards.
Leopard!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Gun!
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? and the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Cam Chancellor coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Watch right. 95.
One last shot for Wilson. Now in desperation. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, the forecast called for